Our project covers how the internet has changed the way poetry is shared and experienced in a community. Our focus is on Twitter and how poetry has become a more participatory experience with a more diverse audience through the app. Our goal is to explain what third place is, how the internet has affected literature in today's society, and explain Twitter poetry. We will explain Twitter poetry by giving some history on how poetry is changed since the internet. We will explain the different types of poetry that can be found on Twitter, and some Twitter poets and examples of their works. The goal is for our audience to understand how the internet has made it easier for us to share literature, as well as give the audience a platform which shows exactly how literature is shared. Our main idea is to understand how the internet, a third place, is influenced by poetry. Our website begins on the homepage, which explains what third place is, how the internet is a third place, and introduces our focus on Twitter. We also have a survey on the homepage to understand our audience and gain feedback. We have a drop-down link under the Home tab for an About page. Page showcases the group members, their roles in the project, and some background of how poetry is evolving with the internet. Next, we have the history page. This includes our timeline, mini-zine, and some background of how the internet was started and information about the app Twitter. Then we have the poetry type page. This page, includes the different types of Twitter poetry and explains them. We then have the poets page, which includes different Twitter poets, their works, and Twitter handles, which are all embedded under this tab. Lastly, we have our reference page. This has all of our citations for our project. By the end of the website, our audience should have a better understanding of how poetry has evolved because of the internet and how it is now more accessible to the community and everyone else. Our